Rebecca Jacob, a consultant working in Mulberry 3 ward. And Terry and I joined Mulberry 3 roughly about the same time, August of last year. And whilst there had been lots of changes on the acute wards, really positive changes in the patient management, we felt that the environment hadn't really kept up. So Terry's going to talk to you about how we dealt with that, which included getting our chief executive to come and see the bedrooms and so on. But I'll hand it over to Terry.
Hi everyone, I'm Terry. You'll be pleased to know I've just got some really nice pictures for you rather than a load of PowerPoint slides, which is good. A couple of quotes there about the importance of environment, not just to the service user, to the staff, to carers, visitors. So, like Dr. Jacobs said, a lot of thought has gone into trying to make the environment the best place to provide the care that we want to provide on the ward. This is a list of some of the things that were drawn up before we got to the ward. I'm pleased to say we've completed most of them and we're ongoing on the others. So, as you can see, this is this is the ward. It's fairly cluttered, as you can see. It came across quite dark at times. There was lots of small corridors. So what we've tried to do is we've tried to open it out, and as you can see, we've got a much lighter, brighter, more airy space, which gives a lot more opportunity for people to interact in the different spaces rather than having clusters of spaces. And of course the line of sight for us is better, so we can pick up if people are becoming distressed, and we can get there a lot sooner. Another change was very simple: add another window to the nursing office so that everyone can see what we're doing in there. I all think it's because we've improved our line of sight, but it's so that the nurses are accountable in there when they're having their chats with each other when they could be outside having their chats. And again, another example here of the huge change in terms of the environment. You've gone from what was a corridor that's not very inviting to walk down, and we've completely opened it out. Lots of colours in there, all coordinated together. Little things to the curtains, even the curtains we've thought about in terms of making it as homely, but a clean, clinical space that we can work with people. Again, there's that corridor, and that's where we are now. So huge, huge changes. We've tried to embed little positive messages throughout the ward. There's lots of them all over the ward with just little messages of hope. Again, quite often I'll read that one, and when I'm not having a good day. In terms of the environment, we used to have a hatch, and I'm sure you've all seen One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. We have to have everyone line up, and we'd administer medication through there, ask people about very personal side effects while they're standing next to someone that's also on the ward. I didn't want that happening from day one. We started off with a process. It happened occasionally, so we changed the door, made sure it couldn't happen. We have now painted it. So. Another change is I've moved my office downstairs so that I can have a feeling of what's happening on the ward, and also I have my door open, and people can come and see me as and when they want. Quite often I'll be sitting there answering numerous emails, and I'll have a different secretary each day, coming in and having a cup of tea, and just trying to break down the them and us, and making sure that as a ward manager I'm leading on that process. That there are times where people can come into my office, so they can come into the nursing office, and looking at all of the different barriers and how we can change them. We had an intensive nursing area on Mulberry 3, but as the third stage of the 333 pathway, by that stage we should be able to have identified factors that might cause people to become distressed. And so we should be able to work with them at a very early stage before it gets to that cycle where we might need an intensive nursing area. So to promote the fact that we were going to do that, we removed the intensive nursing area. And we said we're not going to have one because we're not going to need one. We're going to get in there first and we're going to work with people and make sure that we're spotting things early. And now we have, I'm reliably informed that we have the best clinic room in the trust, but I'm open to debate on that one. But we also have a de-escalation bench in this room, so if we do get to a stage where we are working with someone who's becoming distressed, there are those stepped and tiered options in terms of how we can work with them. And again, we agree that with the person throughout the admission. These are some of the comments we've had. Used to be dark, now it's light. I like the way my room's painted. The new design is very modern and fantastic. I like that one. The clinic room is excellent, but it's actually better than excellent. It's better than trust. But and that's me. So nice and quick. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Terry.